good. I hold the lighting straight, man. It's my first time doing this on the porch. I'm on the porch with it because I ain't feel like going anywhere. Loud that car. Anyway, though, what's up with y'all? What up, my peoples? So, I'm back out here with another Let's Talk About. What I'm saying? I'm going to start this new thing. I'm going to try to upload at least once a week, with topics and just talk, like, off the dome, how I did the first video. I had got, like, some good reports, people saying to keep doing it, people recommending me some topics. So, actually, the topic here today is going to be, basically social media, and kind of just a little bit about it, the effect it has on people. Once again, like, it's off the dome. So if I just stop talking or if I'm thinking, that's why. And I like it like this because it's more authentic. It's just genuine. I don't have like no script. There's no rehearsed. I'm trying to work on like doing some type of edits in case like I need some cuts or something. So just work with me. I'm not used to this, so I'm learning as I go. But anyway, so yeah, okay. So social media. Me personally, I'm not a big social media person, and why that is because me personally, like, when I say all this, when I talk like this, it's just, I don't mean to offend anyone. I'm trying to keep it like very just cool with everybody. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings anyway. But yeah, my personal opinion though, I'm not a big social media fan. I personally think it has its pros and cons, and why I think so is because if you kind of look at how goddamn, anyway, if you kind of look how social media has been, like over the, since it came out and stuff, and as the more and more youth gets on it's pretty harming. You know what I mean? It's good because it keeps us connected around the world. We're able to kind of voice ourselves a little bit easier without people having to put themselves, their identity, and all type of shit out there like that. It's created a lot more jobs for people. It's created a lot more opportunities. It's created, a lot of people's success. It's did a lot of great things. So I don't want to diminish it and make it seem like it's useless or nothing. But there's a lot of cons to it that I think, a lot of people don't talk about, or they don't give attention to because it's just normal at this point. So I don't want to be biased, but I just want to give my opinion. Or I'll say the mental health of social media and kind of just, what it's doing. And I'm not really on it because I feel like it's very energy feeding, depending on what type of what side of social media you're on. You look at the TikTok, you look at kind of how YouTube is becoming or how it's been. Facebook, if you're on Facebook, I ain't gonna lie, that's wacky. But Instagram, Twitter, whatever. But it's pretty crazy. There's a lot of manipulation in social media. You have people living fake lives on there. It's to the point where we don't know what to believe. At this point, it's just open belief. It's became to the point people can say and do whatever on social media and expect no repercussions, no harm, no nothing. Like, it's crazy. You know what I mean? And then it's like I said, it's great, but it's to the point there's no privacy anymore. Like, and I'm only 21, bro. I was born in '01, bro. I'm not a 19. I'm not a 90s baby, bro. But the fact is, back then in their day, in that day, bro, when you meet new people, you actually met them in person, so you could easily kind of decide they real, they fake, whatever the case may be. But on here, it's a lot. The technology behind social media is dangerous. There's a lot of things that don't go on. There's a lot of kidnappings. People go missing. Suicides. A lot of people have extremely more mental health issues you know, it's becoming so social media based. People just be capping. People be putting all type of BS. You know, there's a lot of fake news. You got Instagram people living these magnificent lives. You know, it's like, bro, it's so crazy. You know what I mean? And I don't mean to step on any people's toes, but like me, how I think is like, bro, if you want to go ghost, if you want a tunnel vision, if you really want to accomplish something, if social media is not making you no money in building your dream or your vision, then get off of it. And why I say that is because there's a lot of negativity, like heavy. You know, like TikTok is a great app. It's cool. It's made a lot of success for a lot of people, but there's a lot of cons to it. You know what I mean? You got people just be because you know, pretty, I don't know if everybody knows, but why TikTok is such a great app is because it plays off of people's short attention span. And so it causes you to watch videos over and over and over until you fully grasp it, compared to someone watching like this video may be like 10-20 minutes. Some people don't want it. That's way too long for them. So if they watch a 30-second clip over and over and over, you know. But TikTok is great too, because it's a lot of you know, it's a lot of people saying like some stuff that needs to be said. You know, it's created a lot more voices for people, you know. But then you reach a certain parts of social media, it's weird. You know, there's some weird shit on there. It's some BS on there. You know, it causes a lot more people to be super antisocial. They like a lot. Not everybody's experiencing a lot of anxiety. People are going through a lot of more mental health issues. You know, a lot more people are socially awkward, and it's like people will rather sit in one room for weeks, for months, and create this fake life on technology, on social media, on the internet, but in the real world, it's not like that. You know what I mean? And like you see, like, I'm a big gamer. This is for a lot of gamers, and I know a lot of y'all, you know, my boys, and you know, people watching, y'all some gamers, and that right there too, like, you have to create balance with that. And that's because you can get so sucked into the internet world and thinking that shit is really real, but in actuality it's not. Which we don't really know what's real, you know, that's a different conversation for another day, but you lose that human interaction. You lose the being around people, you know, your family, your friends, you know, people in the world, you know, the good side, you know, good things, not being negative about it, but you lose that, and that can make you become something you're really not. Like for me, you know, during high school, I went through, like, social media was a big toxic thing for me because of how I was using it. Mind you, this is key though. Always remember, like, it's how you use your social media, because there's if you use it positively, great things come out of it. But I was one of the people, you know, watching everybody else's lives, you know, posting all my personal stuff on there, like, and all I did nothing was plant negative seeds that gave me negative outcomes and caused me to, like, be super introvert. But really, I love being around people. I actually do. I really love being around people. I do like my introvert self though, because that's who I am at heart. But it made me become so introvert to the point where I was sitting in a crib for weeks at a time and just staying in there. Like, I didn't want to go outside. I didn't want to see the sun. I didn't want to be around people. I didn't want to go to school. I didn't want to do none of that. I did not want to be around people. And like, that's not necessarily good. Now, everybody deserves their self-time, their peace time. You know, when you just want to say you want to kick the world to the side, that's cool, because you may need it, because you may need to develop yourself. You may need them time to decompress, you know. But at the same time, you still need that human interaction, because that's what you are. You know what I mean? So it's like you need that balance. And so when you become unbalanced with the social media and the manipulation of it, because you know, like I said, it depends. You can get very deep with this, you know. I don't want to get too deep, you know, unless somebody wants to do like a part 2 or something. But like, It's just a fact. There's a lot of manipulation, you know, to the point where people just make using a green screen, creating this image of them having money, all this success, and all this, and really they don't. A lot of people are really going through it, but on the media, living like they living their best life. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's just crazy. And a lot of people, due to social media, have implemented self diet. What's the word? Self diet. I don't know. Fuck it. Just implementing depression to themselves. You know what I'm saying? You know, and saying that they're depressed and like really, some people really are though. I don't want to mean it like as in people are just faking it, but some people are causing it on themselves due to diving so much into technology and social media and like interacting with people just through a screen. When why does it feel so much better to be around another human, another person? It's always gonna feel better. Like I'm talking to a phone right now, which, you know, but at the same time I can still have human interaction and enjoy both sides. So there's balance, because you see a lot of YouTubers, a lot of streamers, a lot of, you know, it's tons of new streamers, YouTubers, vloggers, all this shit. You know, it's a lot of new shit. So it is a lot of great things. But if you get so caught up into this, that's why a lot of people take breaks. They say they're gonna quit. They say that their mental health has not been good. They've been going through a lot of real life things, but come on here and act like everything's good when that's not the case. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I know you ain't gotta tell everybody your business, but it's be real though, you know? Especially if you like people that got millions of fans or whatever, like, bro, if you're going through life, and you know, we can still be genuine people through the technology, but ultimately don't be around the wrong side of technology to the point where you got kids growing up and they growing up on fucking big ass tablets, my nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, when I was a kid, like, I'm outside playing with crayons, you hear me? Like, I'm outside riding a bike, I'm outside playing basketball, I'm outside doing some bullshit, getting hurt, you know what I'm saying, crying and some more. Niggas out here, sitting here, watching Baby Shark for 8 hours, my nigga. Like, come on, cuz. That don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? It's like we're moving backwards. Like, we're raising the youth as robots, my nigga. Like, to the point where they'll know, them niggas will know how to put a YouTube video at 1 year old, but can't goddamn ride a bike. You know what I'm saying? Don't want to sit outside and be a kid, go to the park or something. You know what I'm saying? Don't want that human interaction. It's like it's a lot I can get into. So and I have a bad habit of talking a lot. So I hope this video is not too long. 13 minutes. Okay, so I'll stop at like 20. But yeah, so you know. Just, you know, to share a little bit of my personal experience again, you know, being a big introvert and then being a huge gamer, for a period of time it was good, but it got so bad to the point it was like, bro, I got miserable. Like, I'm like, yo, like, I wanted to get out the house so bad, like, but it felt so much comfortable to sit at that crib and play the game and, you know what I'm saying, just sit at home. I remember my mom used to ask me, like, go somewhere with her, you know, just spend time. And I used to be like, nah, I'm cool. I want a game. Which I love gaming, though. You know, I have a pure passion for it. But it was like, I would stay to myself so much. It was like, when I'm around people, bro, I was socially awkward. Like, I didn't talk. Like, I didn't interact. You know, it's not that I'm mad at people or nothing like that. It was just the fact that it was like, I'm just cool with not talking to anybody. And it's like, if everybody's like that, how are we going to have unity? You know, how are we going to have those interactions that they used to have back in the day, and, you know, on the night when they used to go out and enjoy, you know, family time, you know, meet new people, create new experiences, you know, there's a lot of genuine great people around the world, and some people would never experience it just because they rather sit on a phone all day. You know, you'll be around your family or you'll be around, you know, your boys or whatever. Everybody just sitting on their phone. It's like, yo, like, you go look at your screen time, usage, you probably been on your phone like 20 hours out the day. Nigga, they say it's 24 hours. For 4 hours, you not on that mug. And if you're not doing anything beneficial as building a business, creating streams of income, or building an asset, you know what I'm saying? Somewhere you're gaining from it and still having peace, then no, that don't count. You know what I mean? So that's like a little bit my take on it. I mean, there's more to talk about, to touch base on, but I don't want to, like I said, I don't mean to offend people, but it's just real, like, and if it wasn't, where do you think, like, people out of nowhere just make a video and they crying and they complain, or not complain, I didn't mean to say that, but they're crying and expressing all of this, saying, like, all these scenarios that they're going through, events they're going through that nobody really knew because they was making everything look good. Look at the people who be, like, eating food all the time. And on the camera, they feeling like they all happy and all that, but really behind closed doors, like, this is not what they want to do, but this is how they make money. This is how they feed their family. So, you know, get it how you live, but at the same time, are you at peace with what you're doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, are you mentally good? Because in all, like, your mental is what projects your reality. You know what I mean? That's how I believe it. You know, personally, I don't want to pin my beliefs on anyone, but, you know, it's just like, it's two worlds we living in. You know, you get on this camera, you know, get on a computer, whatever, and it's a whole different world. You know, people say some crazy shit on the internet, but would dare not to say it to a human. It's like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Everything is recorded all the time. You know, you got to the point they want to, it's like, it's going to be bad at some point, because the way technology is becoming, people are going to start losing jobs. You know, people are not going to, you're going to, like, a lot of things is going to be digital. It's all digital, to the point you're going to be shopping, going to the gas station, it's going to be no humans in there. Like, we're losing all types of human interaction slowly. If you really take a couple steps back, look at a big picture, you need that. We still need human interactions, because you can only feel so much energy through a screen. You know what I'm saying? You can feel a smile and stuff through a screen, but when you're next to that person, it's different. You know what I mean? I just think social media it's kind of overrated in a way. It depends on where you at in your life. It depends on what season you're going through. If you're going through a rough season, social media is not the option. That is the time where you tunnel vision, you lock in, and you learn more about yourself. You dive into yourself. You kind of like duck off. You know what I mean? You get that peace time to walk alone, walk your own journey, because that's what you ultimately will need. You know what I mean? Because all in your life, in your own world, that's all you have is yourself. You know what I mean? You know, that's just what it is. When you die, you're the only person who dies. You know what I'm saying? I don't mean it like nobody cares or nothing, but I'm just saying, you were born here by yourself, you die by yourself. So it's just like, I don't know, man. I just think, yeah, if you're going through it, you know, people that's watching, if you're having a time where you're just having a lot of emotions, you're having scenarios just not go as planned, I definitely think social media is not what you may want to be on. You know what I mean? And watching someone else live their best life is not a good feeling. And I've experienced it, and it's not really. You can say, oh, it's cool, I support, but it's not. Because you know that deep down inside, you're not living how you want to live. You're not happy. You're not at peace. You're not satisfied. And it's okay to not be satisfied, because we all deserve more in life. You know what I mean? Everybody does. You know what I mean? Especially the ones who are willing to fight for it and grind for it. But you know, if not to be just all negative, but if you're experiencing great things in life and you're going forward and moving and building your business and everything is working out for you, you know, keep it moving. You know, don't fix something that's not broken. But do remember though, at some point everybody reaches that point where you tend to get so much into the technology, you be like, damn, like, you start feeling different, moving different. It's like, create that balance. You know, I think it's definitely a lot of false people. It's a lot of fake things going on. There are a lot of real people, but it's hard to decide because there's so much cap everywhere. And technology, social media is a great thing, but it's also a very, very harmful thing, and it just kind of depends up to the user on what side they're on. But I would say, I'm at 20 minutes. I don't want to make it even longer. That's not necessarily it, but that's what I have for this vid. If I should do a part 2 or if there's another topic, I hope y'all can see me well. I hope I'll try something new. I'm right under the porch. It's cold as hell, but I still wanted to make this vid because I actually love making these vids. I love talking, and especially me being able to talk to myself in a way, talk to y'all and express kind of things I think about, and just speaking in a way that some people may not feel comfortable speaking, but I do. I have no problem showing my face or saying things that some people are not willing to say. I'm okay with it, regardless if I have negative feedback or positive. I don't really care. I'm not really doing this to have an enormous amount of views or subs. If that comes, it comes. That's great. But I just want the notoriety in the image of someone actually caring about people genuinely and wanting to touch on the things that need to be talked about, and especially, I don't know, I'm pretty sure it's a lot of other people doing it, but I like to do these off the dome because it just proves that it's pure genuine. So, yeah, and I don't know. That's all I got. Please critique me, tell me what I can do better or whatever, down below, or DM me, whatever the case may be. So I don't have an ego. I know I'm not doing this the best, but I'm working on it. But that's really it, Yeah, man. So peace and love to y'all. Hope y'all have a great week, whatever, and keep winning. Peace.